Hello all. Welcome to another grand episode of the greatest podcast in the world.
How are you guys doing, I guess?
You are really taking this thing serious or asking people how they are.
I don't know. They're always affecting me. Also, I just want to say this shirt is not ironed. Mafe, drop on me, please. Please. If you want to iron it, come and collect it from me. Because the next step...
No, actually
people are going to comment, FK, you didn't iron your shirt. Yes, okay.
I told the guy once that the outfit was straighten on my body. If you see the way he looked at me.
I saw a video about this recently and I'm like, you see...
But it does. It
men
stretches
that like
on your
ironing.
body.
Men like ironing. And they should.
They find it very relaxing.
Good.
Peaceful.
People that don't
Why
have
can't
peace.
they find
That's where you also find peace. God bless you. In your relationship, you want pieces inside the ironing board. Thieves.
It's just a tough job, man. But
anyway, we have a guest that, if you need an introduction, then maybe you've not been.
Well, I have a new name now, so maybe...
Okay,
we'll talk about that. We'll really get into that.
Because honestly, sincerely, sir, I don't mean to be somehow Mr. Incredible.
Yeah, it's not working out for me. It's been a failure.
This change of name issue, sincerely, nobody you go tell us what we go call you. That's just what I want to say.
We have Emma in the building, in the house.
I really feel this is like a career high point for me.
Oh, please. Wash master.
Really, really, really. I'm such a fan of both of you guys and the podcast.
The last time we hung out, guys, MI scammed us.
Wow. I really, do you know, this is the first story I must tell the story.
We must tell the story.
His home.
His hometown.
And MI led us to believe that there was Starbucks.
There was Starbucks?
You know, for me, somebody of your caliber,
should you lie? Why would you lie?
Should you be
lying?
Guys,
why would you lie?
There are pictures of us.
Do you know what? I'm going to put
Starbucks.
up the pictures. I actually have a video of you explaining yourself to the group of us who were deceived. Let me tell you what happened. So, MI said that wine just, he'll show us one or two. I'll show us one or two things, And then there's a Starbucks. I said, Starbucks? No. I said, we don't have Starbucks in Lagos. Wow, Joss is really advanced. It turns out Joss
as soon as FK got off the plane, she was like, Joss, oh my God, what's happening here? Oh my God. But go ahead, sorry.
I said, so that was and the thing is, once we got to the hotel, everybody settled down. We were like, okay, we're going with him. He's going to show us around. But first up, Starbucks. I said, it won't be somehow if I just say Emma is lying. But probably, I was telling Andy, I said, are you guys sure? Because the way this man is sounding, he himself is not sure.
Well, you have the pictures. So
I have pictures. Anyway, so we got there. And in all fairness, there was a glass window that had the Starbucks sticker. So I said, okay.
We got excited. I
was very excited because I was like, okay, maybe just is like a hidden gem.
I don't even
Do you know
drink
what
coffee.
I mean?
I was like, oh my God.
I was like, maybe just like a hidden gem. I was already thinking I'm going to have a venti, chai latte, or I'm going to have a caramel macchiato, this and that. Anyway, it turns out we got there and I should have stuck to my prior instincts. That's how we got there. First of all, the lady that was there, she first looked at all of us. She probably recognized the deceit that we'd already been through because other people had come. So as I got in, I said, but this doesn't look like a Starbucks. But, maybe the person in Joss brought it in. They're doing a different decor.
Yeah, different. Which is exactly what's happening, guys.
Okay. A different decor. So we now went to her. We said, okay, so can we have, coffee, the Starbucks? That's what problem starts. She said, and the thing is, that coffee has finished. I said, which coffee? She said, the one from Starbucks. I said, how? Is this not? What I'm seeing outside this window is big. The sticker big like this. Starbucks. I said, what do you mean the coffee has finished? She said, no, the coffee from Starbucks, it has finished. But then we have just another coffee that she can do cappuccino. I said, who is that?
Wait, what are you trying to say?
No,
wow,
hold on.
We are all
so
deceived.
Somebody now said, wait, is this like not a Starbucks? She now said, no, we just have like coffee from Starbucks. I said, Jude, I have to call you your government name because what you're telling me is you brought me from my hotel to a place where somebody had imported normal coffee from Starbucks, then had the effrontery and the guts to put the sticker outside.
But actually, what he said was, if you now look closely, he actually said, available here.
That's it.
Available.
It turns out that under the big sticker, they wrote available here. Not that this is Starbucks. So all of us were now shouting at him that how can you do this kind of thing? It was like 8 people that he carried to this Starbucks, and we ended up having a non-Starbucks
coffee and meat pie.
First of all, even when I saw the meat pie, I said, but Starbucks doesn't sell meat pie. What's going on here?
The Starbucks Joss.
It's not Starbucks Just. It is a place
It's a coffee place
where they buy the Starbucks coffee that you and me can buy and make in our home.
And they have the sticker.
They printed that sticker. Let me tell you something. That sticker is fraudulent.
But yeah, but other than that, just I
After
understand
that, we
why.
then went on a walk, which was nice.
Fantastic.
But,
I understand.
you know,
I now understand why. Just people are always going on about their city.
It was quite. It
was beautiful. My main thing, I sound like a GJC, but it was weather.
I found it to be confusing.
It was fantastic. It was so cold,
but I
it
enjoyed
was so nice.
it. I feel like Joss is the kind of place where if you want to have like a country home,
oh yes, actually,
you can build on a hilltop.
And it's 10 times cheaper to get out.
Of course, and the fruits are really good.
Yeah, the fruits and veg fresh. The wedding had fresh flowers everywhere.
That was a great wedding, by the way.
Yeah.
Such a great crew.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a
good
crew. It was a fun crew.
I was almost kidnapped by white.
Scream.
But that's another story for
There
another
was
day.
one white man that refused to let Jola go. Guy, he refused.
It was very, very.
to
I thought he was being
alone
polite initially.
throughout the wedding. First of all, I didn't even realize that he was I was like, wait, where did you come from?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
He refused to leave her alone. But it was a very good crew. Naturally, I was there as the life of the party, basically. So how would it not be a good...
It was amazing.
It's obvious, but it was really nice.
Knowing who you are starts with knowing where you come from. We are the now and the future. We know that we live in a world that offers us endless possibilities. We'll continue to win to create when, where, and how we want. And if they ask you how we did it, tell them we only know one way to do it. We don't wait for permission. We do it now. My name is Ayo Balogun, Wizkid, and I am made in Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
World up.
So the first question is from someone that says, a fool to go back to my ex-boyfriend. That's her name. A fool.
So she's already the fool.
Yes. She said, my ex and I broke up about 1.5 years ago, and it was a pretty nasty breakup. We had a sit-down about 2 weeks ago and have made peace. In brackets, so to speak. Basically, things got sexual. Full stop. Are we playing with fire trying to be friends, or should I remember that he's an asshole and keep him at arm's length like I've been doing for the past 1.5 years? Nothing has really changed with him, so I know I don't want to get back with him, and I don't know what I'm doing entertaining a friendship with him. Do you know what I really love about our listeners, Fakemi? A lot of time they answer.
They are so honest.
Answer their own question.
I love, for me, the honesty is just quite key. Because she's already, if I call her a fool now, it won't be bad. Because she's already said it.
But you guys can't empathize with what she's saying.
Empathize based on what?
Sometimes it's never happened to you guys. This
No, it has happened, and I was foolish.
No, but that's the thing. We never said we were above it.
No, no. We're with her. But what I want to say is that she said that she shouldn't
forget about it.
Don't forget now.
Remember.
Don't forget. Don't forget. Remember, be there.
You know, you're not even bitter enough to stop sleeping with him.
Leave her. Don't forget. Be there. See, what I love about people like this, what they're looking for, they'll
definitely find it.
They'll find it. The problem she's looking for there, that she says she's not forgotten there, she'll find it.
She'll still remember.
Don't mind her. She'll still remember. Don't mind her.
No, you
what
cannot,
I say is, right on, girl.
There are
I wish
6 billion people in the world.
Right, like she should just go ahead.
There are 6 billion people in the world. If somebody should say you badly, why do you want to be their friend?
Is
Why?
the one that you want to be.
Why?
I think this phenomenon. I used to do. Okay, let me not lie. I used to be one of these babes. I used to say it. I've said it on this podcast that all my exes are my friends.
Yes, but
it is
friendly
not,
to what extent?
That's what I'm saying. So my problem is, it's not like we're friendly because like, oh, maybe there's no bad blood. I've moved on. You know, all these ones. I'm the prize. This one, that one. You get that? What you start saying? I'm the prize. Don't start affirming all those things. Just know that you're in a big problem.
Oh, you start talking to the mirror.
Just know that you're in a big problem. You get?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure you must have heard that Star Adler can't have a new stunning look. Sleek, right? Exactly. But for me, it's not just about the look, the taste, or the flavors. It's the vibe I get with every taste. I just can't explain it. With Star Adler, I refresh in style. You know what I mean?
Anyway, changing tracks. So, your album is coming out. Is this
so-
like
Is this it for me? No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think I have a few more projects I want to do, but I do appreciate it more now. I think earlier when I was younger, I was like, yeah, there'll be another one. Now I'm like, okay, we got this one done. Let's
Just
see.
manage it
Yeah.
for now.
I remember
Let's
where
see.
I was when I first heard your music. I was telling you, my cousin used to work at Y Niger
Oh yeah.
at the time, ages ago. And I think that was when they were really supposed to be the pulse of the youths. And it was like, it was a really cool new thing. And they had gotten people who were from different like universities.
Yeah.
And so my cousin was a crusader at OAU. And she had just finished. And so that was, I think, her first type job. And at the time, people would drop albums. And she would come home and she would play. And she was like, oh, there's one rapper. I said, my sister, let me not lie to you. Me, any interest, I'm not interested. I think must have been 15, maybe 15 or 16, something around that. So she was like, no, like, let's just listen to this one, blah, blah, blah. And she played, like, talk about it. I was like, Because, there's a time that Nigerian music was, like, Nigerian music has always been really good.
Yeah.
There was a time, I don't know what happened, where people
was shit.
stopped.
Yeah, there was just a
People
disconnect.
stopped trying to
was
innovate
shit.
on their own,
It
and
was
it was
bad.
the idea was that like our own stuff isn't that great. And so
Yeah.
this was across board
Let's start
culturally.
doing.
Let's remix the American.
There was no industry
one.
back then.
Yeah.
There was no way for an artist to make music
Yeah.
easily. So the guys that were making music, they had to like go to like really old big studios and use old equipment. So it just affected everything.
Yeah.
But if you go back and even like check those guys, like the guys in the late 90s and stuff, they were so stylish.
Yeah.
Like
They were very
Baba
fresh.
Fryo,
They actually
Blackie,
had.
like,
they
they had
The
character.
thing is, they
They
were
had
very.
identity.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
were very
yeah.
cool. They had like before personal branding became a
Yes,
thing.
they had a
They
brand.
all had like a brand and a look and all of that.
Daddy Shoki,
Like,
Baba
very,
Fry,
like
yeah,
All of
very
them from
early
that era.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were very distinctive
Yeah.
how they
Yeah.
looked
Yeah.
and what they did, and like they had a thing
Yeah.
that they did, and that was really, really cool.
I think one of the things that can happen to you as an artist is that it's still a job. So like, let's say like Burna Boy now. Like from our perspective, when we see a clip of him, we see him on stage, we see an amazing crowd, right? From his perspective, there's probably someone talking in his ear, telling him you have 15 more minutes. Do you know what I'm saying? As soon as he gets off, there are things he needs to do, probably things he needs to sign. So it's like, it becomes your life. And at every stage of your life, like you're generally always the same person. Like we don't really change. When you guys started this podcast, I'm sure if you guys had seen where you are now, you'd have been like, man, I'd take that, And now you're here and it's like, we still got to do the other thing and the other thing. You just keep going. But it is an incredible opportunity. Like I left the US in 2004, basically like came back to Nigeria, came to grind. By the time I went back, the first time back in the US was 2009. And I was back as a BET Award nominee.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? I'm at the SLS Hotel, Drake is there, Brother Love was there. See how I'm using people's
I almost
names?
said who.
See how I'm using
I
people's
almost
names?
said who.
You know what I mean? But it was really dope. And maybe the most beautiful part is being able to see like Jesse, Ice Prince, Kokar, Dice, CK, Black Bones, Wiz, like all these other artists around as I went through my journey, see them, meet them, and see them become.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And become these like global superstars. That's really been gratifying as well to watch. It's like a dream, And
Yeah.
it's something you'd never believed would happen to you. And
What was the first money that was big money to you when you first made money?
oh my God.
Like how much was the first time that you were
I
like,
always wonder this because
more-
obviously it was like money for us.
No, it was
is
a different time,
now. It's
yeah.
a different time. But I wonder then, like, what
was the
big
first
money?
amount that you got that you were
I can
like,
tell you, but
hey,
it was even before people knew me as MI. It's before, it's 2006. I'd done a project with the British Council. Now, I am from Jos. You people are Lagos.
our eyes,
you understand? I'm from Jos, and at the time I got paid like £1,500 or something for the project, and it translated to 400,000 in my account. When I tell you guys that when I saw this money,
You were balling
in my,
uncontrollably.
what are you saying? I saw the money. I put my ATM and I typed it and I saw the money. I said, what? I was with two guys. One of them, I was Young L there that day. I don't know if Young L was there, but I was with two friends.
Yeah.
And we went to Silverbird Galleria that day. I couldn't even eat or anything. I was just like, you guys go ahead and eat.
It's on me.
It's on me.
No,
and my
like,
ATM didn't work that day.
You know the
So I
first
ended up
time
having to
you...
beg someone.
You know the first time you have money, the kind of money that like if somebody moves too close to you, you be like,
Excuse me. Move back.
Yes,
Move back.
facts.
Move
No,
back.
I did a project for someone and they gave us a payment. And that day I was scared. I knew money has its own...
It has its own
it has its own
energy,
thing.
yeah.
When you have it, you're like, you know, you feel different. But yeah, that money, we used that money, so we bought studio equipment with it. We like.
and that
we
time
bought
400k was 400k.
I'm thinking of 400k now. That is absolutely nothing.
Now you could do a lot of things with it, but it genuinely feels like, and that's when there's another type of ginger. If I can do this one and make this money,
Yeah.
Then what
it's probably
else?
equivalent to like 5 million naira now.
Yeah.
But
Because
for
today,
someone that's earning like maybe like 80k a month,
yeah.
and then they do something and they get 5
Yeah.
million naira, you just be like,
it's bastard
I
money.
retire.
My
I'm
friend was
retiring.
saying that, there's the kind of money they'll make that they will only be taking 3 calls per day.
yeah,
Because why should they be talking to people when
Yeah.
yeah,
What's the essence of talking to all
Yeah.
you poor
yeah,
people?
yeah.
Oh, quick one. As a fellow PK, I'm going to ask you, like when you grow up like super religious, your parents have plans that don't include music.
Yeah. How
So
did
you're a
that
PK?
How
Yes.
did that work out?
Really?
That's why she's like this now.
Yes.
Now
Oh,
don't
wow.
spoil. That's always happen.
Yes.
No, PK is... Well, I get it. Because you do grow up in a specific...
Yeah.
Very specific way.
So, no, my parents... But I think I got it from my parents. I found out that my granddad was a musician. My mom's father. And my dad really always loved music, always sing it. Of course, like gospel music. And even early on, they really supported me and Jesse. Really supported us very. And we always,
Is it just you two?
No, we have a third brother who's a writer, Jason.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I actually know Jason.
Yeah.
Okay, so
funny.
of this, but do you know another thing
He's
is
the best of us.
Yeah.
I think if you
would
have,
say.
I think it's also interesting when you have like a creative kid. So again, with this Fireboy interview I was watching, his dad made him sign an undertaking.
Stuff that
Yes.
was
That bro,
Wow.
you have 2 years. If this thing doesn't click, go back to
Wow.
school.
Wow.
that's too funny.
Yeah, his dad made him sign an undertaking. Like,
Wow.
do you know
Don't
what?
waste
You're going to
my
know,
time.
like you're going to do what you want to do.
Yeah, but
and
like-
you're young enough to still course
Yeah.
correct.
The dad really loves
So
that bet.
just go and
Just go and do that.
Try,
Wow.
Sha.
His dad is like, we respect him every day now.
yeah, just go and try, Sha. But if in 2 years it doesn't bang, you're going to come back. And now you won't go back to do the same course. So it's the one I tell you.
Yeah. Or
If
how
you
is
do.
it having a sibling in the same industry?
I mean, that's a genius, like Jesse Jacks.
Fair.
Like, well, I'll tell you that I think my family is really blessed with like creativity. I think the most brilliant of us is my niece, Jesse's daughter Jade. She is like,
Great people do blood covenant with letter J in your house. So.
I was going to say that.
So-
It's very
for Jesus.
Okay, fair enough.
J for Jesus and for Joss. But Jesse is, he's just like pure creativity.
Yeah.
He's like exuberant energy that's just from the where's Zeus or whoever like crafted the first creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He
He's
also
just
has,
this-
I think he also like middle kid
Yeah.
syndrome.
Yeah.
They also
It's
have their
fresh in
own
that.
thing. They just do their own,
Yeah.
Sha. They just go off and do their own thing.
Then Jason, I think, is the smartest. Very, very smart. He's a writer, but brilliant.
Which one did you now collect?
So me, I'm just the
Yeah,
guy.
the
that
guy.
knows
Eh?
that.
The
Now,
guy.
he's the guy. He's the older brother. He's the guy.
The
I have my
guy.
family behind me. We move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's really it. Honestly, a funny piece of trivia that people don't know is that when we started thinking about making music back in Jos, I never thought I'd be an artist. I always
Really?
thought I'd be the like manager,
So you would
wow.
manage like Jason
Yeah.
and...
like Jesse and like the other people that were around.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I want to ask something that I've not really had the opportunity to ask anybody. So now there's streaming
Yeah.
and like getting your music out is different. That year is CD in Alaba. Can you explain how that thing works?
Yeah.
Because I don't know how
Yeah.
the Alaba Connect used to work.
So Alaba, basically what Alaba was just bootlegging. They would find your version of your song, then they would put it on a CD with like 150 other songs or
Yeah.
whatever, and just sell it to people
Mhm.
because there's no, it's like making your own playlist today.
Yeah.
No.
You don't have to ask for permission
you
from
don't
the
have to
artist.
ask for permission to
from
do
the
that.
artist.
Yeah.
So they would do it, but they would sell it. So it's
Yeah.
like making your own playlist and selling it.
Yeah.
But how did you guys used to sell your own music here? Specifically, I mean here is
So
specifically.
eventually what happened was that, and I'm going to mention the people that are involved. So there's a rapper called Two Shots. There's a rapper called LD The Don. Another guy called Ayoshunaya. And I think the first person was a guy called Tijo, distributor. This is just trivia history, Nigerian music history for people to know. And they sat around the table and they agreed that instead of him doing it illegally, I'll just give you the album and you can sell it, and whatever you make, you can give me money. And Two Shots album ended up being like a monster album. In fact, he bought a car. The guy came back. Like they agreed for nothing, maybe 50K or whatever. And he came back and gave him money, came back and gave him a car again. And so now Nigerian artists were like, oh wow, these guys have distribution. We can just go direct to them. But with everything, as Burna Boy said, he came and casted last. Because then now there's big money. You're now, how do you
enforce it?
How do you enforce?
Yeah.
How do you know?
How do you even monitor the money?
And then let's say Tijo is doing it in Lagos. Now the guy in
Somebody
Ibadan
else
is like,
doing it.
I can do this as well.
Yeah.
You buy one Tijo copy and then
you
do his own for
copy
it.
it.
So it became like this very decentralized thing. But I think what it forced Nigerian artists to do is it forced us to be brand and live show conscious.
Because
So
your money,
that's where your money
you
comes
can't
from.
control the.
That's
the
upsetting
CD money.
because at a time like I know for a fact that some albums sold millions, like there were millions of copies.
Yeah.
Like we would play albums till they scratch, buy another one. At the time I remember very clearly 200 naira.
Yeah.
You buy, maybe if you are a good person, there was one shop in the Palms.
You buy
that one that they say is 1-2
Yeah.
or 1-3.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact, like MI's album, Two Faces album, Asha's
One Day's
album,
album.
One Day's album,
NATO's
album. I know that those things sold nothing less than 2 million copies. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, of course.
But so at a time, like in my naivety, I used to think, oh, more 1 million times 200. Like, like I used to think that these guys were just
balling
because there was nobody
But
that
you
didn't
don't
have
see
these
the
albums,
trend,
Yeah.
right? Because there was no way of enforcing that of every 200 naira you're selling, the artists are entitled to a quarter of that.